Hey y'all, what's up? This is Coach Hyde. Today we're going to be talking about eukaryotic cells versus prokaryotic cells. Now, sorry I didn't do the screen capture thing. They want to post up the picture here, but students in the past said they didn't like the whole my image down in the bottom corner, so just trying to go with that. So bear with me. So we have eukaryotic cells, right? Which are protists, fungi, animals, and plants. Then we have prokaryotic cells, which is bacteria. All right, then you got the virus, some like evil deer feeder DNA sledge from demons, right? It's not living though, so we're not worried about viruses. They're not prokaryotics or eukaryotic. So what we're going to focus on really is the differences. Now, first, let's just think about what does all cells kind of need to have to just be a cell, right? I mean, there's got to be something, right? So if we think about just kind of the structures of a plant cell, an animal cell, and a bacteria cell, they're all going to have some kind of thing that maintains their shape and allows them to kind of exist in three-dimensional space as just an object there, right? Regardless of its function of if it's a bacteria or animal or a plant or what, there's something they're all going to kind of have in common just to exist in the real world, right? So what I'll talk about that is kind of what is the capsule, right, structure of these cells. How do they kind of move around or interact? Right? And how do they keep from collapsing or exploding? Is what I mean when I speak of these things. So both of these types of cells, they're going to have some kind of cell membrane, cell wall. Now, animal cell don't have a cell wall, but prokaryotes and plants have cell walls. So we have some kind of cell membrane, cell wall. It's going to have some kind of, you don't have to, but it could have some kind of motility. So animal cells, some plant cells, right? Some kind of way they can move. When I say plant cells, like Venus fly traps and stuff like that. So they'll have some kind of extensions coming off the cell, whether it be cilia, so the shorter, smaller ones, cilia, flagella, flagella being the longer whip-like structures. Think about your small single-celled organisms, specifically with your animal cells that need to move around to get the food. Um, but I think that's, oh yeah, and then of course you got your internal components that allow it to maintain its structure, which is the, let's see it up here, basically your cytoskeleton and your cytoplasm. Your cytoskeleton, cytoplasm functions are going to keep your cell just kind of maintaining its shape. I mean, the cell wall helps with that too and stuff, but that it was empty space inside of here. It just kind of, you know what I mean? So those are the structures: your cell wall, cell membrane, your outer structures with your cilia and your flagella, are all kinds of external structures that just cells have to exist in three-dimensional space. Um, you got your cytoskeleton, your cytoplasm within the cells to kind of help them maintain that inner structure. Now, as far as what is actually different, not that those other things ain't different, but hang on, right? Look at what's left. So you take away all those things from the prokaryote. Take away the cell membrane, the cell wall, the cytoplasm, flagella, cilia. What's left in here? Pretty much nothing, right? Now that you can see, we got a whole bunch of dots everywhere floating around in the cytoplasm, and then we got a bunch of genetic material in here like this. So all we got left, you can't read that, are our ribosomes and our genetic material. There's no nucleus protecting the genetic material, nucleolus, no endomembrane system, no nothing, no ATP producers, no the sunlight changers to sugars, no nothing fancy at all. Just DNA and ribosomes. That's it. That's it. Right? So very simple, very primitive forms of life here. Whereas over here we have all kind of stuff going on. So really get down to it, prokaryotes just genetic material and ribosomes. Right? That's it. And then the functions are the protectors and all that kind of stuff. So, I guess that's it. So, again, prokaryotes for eukaryotes. Prokaryotes is a little simpler. They have some of the same structure, cell wall, cytoplasm, flagella, cilia, as other eukaryotes have. They also have genetic material and ribosomes, right? But they're missing a lot of specified organelles, membrane-bound organelles, like the eukaryotes have, are just not here in the prokaryotes. Think about it, right? When you're trying to differentiate between the two. All right, that's it. I'm out. See y'all tomorrow.